Alright guys, time to talk about Pyth on the channel once again. Now I haven't talked about Pyth actually since December 14th. So we're talking about this candle right here was the last time I talked about Pyth. So you can see a lot has really happened. Now it's really fallen a long way down. Now it's not just because they're releasing more tokens or anything like this. Nothing really fundamentally, guys. The whole market is down. So it doesn't matter which coin you had. Yeah, a lot of these coins, especially newer coins, they do tend to have a little bit more volatility. So yeah, Pyth has really suffered from this. Now, being at like 19 cents, guys, I am actually tempted to DCA a little bit more into this. Just because, I have 300 personally Pyth myself. That's not a lot, guys. But again, I got this when it was a lot higher. And why not, DCA and bring that average down? Maybe I can have like around 500. But yeah, I think even if I stay with 300, that's fine for now. But we'll see. If I get some free money soon, guys, probably will DCA into Pyth because I do believe in Pyth. It is a competitor to Chainlink, so I think this one's going to be pretty good. Now, let's take a look at the action here. Basically, last couple of days for Pyth, it's gotten a green candle. Actually, not a couple of days, really just yesterday it got a green candle, and today it's working on the second green candle. Now, we had a very bullish day on the 3rd of February, but a lot of altcoins and Ethereum and I think Bitcoin also had really volatile days that day. But the simple fact is this was a green hammer candle, guys, so that's really bullish. I've seen some cryptos which didn't fare so well like this on that day. So the fact is, guys, Pyth, this is a really bullish signal. I think, Pyth will be, sought at for a long time, in the future, guys, because I think they're going to really challenge Chainlink in the future. Now, Chainlink, of course, I'm not saying is terrible. I would love to have Chainlink. But this is just the cheaper option and maybe long-term better. We will see, guys. Time will tell. So anyways, let's take a quick look at the RSI. Let's see how strong this move is and how, what we can kind of expect here in the short term. So in the daily time frame, guys, basically this looks very good. It's coming out of oversold. And the RSI and Stochastic RSI, so that is very good to see. Weekly time frame, guys, again, very oversold, pointed to the downside with the RSI, but I do believe this will probably tick up shortly, and this is the lowest it's ever been, so you can see. Now, let's go to the monthly time frame. I know it's not a very old coin. Let's see if it's printing anything yet. No, not yet, guys. So monthly time frame, can't get any, bearings off that, but the weekly and daily look excellent. So the 4-hour time frame right now looks overbought on Stochastic RSI, pointed to the downside on the RSI, but right in the middle. So any moment now could turn back to the upside, of course. 1-hour time frame, yeah, it is pointed heavily to the downside on Stochastic RSI. Also, it is pointed to the downside, but in neutral territory, basically with the RSI. So, not bad, but it's probably going to get a little bit of a pullback here in the short term. Let's just take a look at the 15 real quick. Yeah, now, it may float around here for a little bit, but it is oversold right now on the 15-minute time frame, so that is good, but pointed to the downside on the RSI. Now, what do I get from all that, guys? Mainly, like I said, long term is looking pretty good for Pyth. It looks like there's not many more sellers, left in the market here. And yeah, I would say short term you might see a little bit of a pullback, which you're already kind of seeing now anyways. But yeah, I do believe this will continue to the upside. And basically the 25-cent mark is the target for the next resistance. Now, above that, you do have this downward sloping trend line that is just holding down Pyth for a very long time now. Let me zoom out. Let me put this on the daily time frame. That would be a little bit easier to see, I guess. But yeah, it's been holding it down since when beginning of December. Yeah, the 4th, maybe the 3rd, we could even say. So yeah, we need to break 25 cents, break this, trend line, and then work on about 32.5 cents there. After that, we will be facing basically resistance here, getting out of this Fibonacci at the 40-cent level. And yeah, let's see what happens, guys. Now, looking at tokenomics, guys, basically there's 10 billion Pyth. About, what is it, 36% of this is out at the moment. And if we go down, all-time high was $1.20. So you're getting about an 84% discount right now from 11 months ago, which, guys, at this price, hey, I mean, 19 cents is a steal, I would say, for Pyth. I do see it going back to its all-time high for sure. Actually, if we look at the Fibonacci, it will tell us maybe the high point here. I want to just take a look. And basically, the top of the Fibonacci comes in at about $4.40, by the way. So that, I guess, would be an extreme bull run, really. We'll see if we get there. But I do think $1.20 is in the cards for sure. Maybe even $2, $2.50. Not sure about $4.40. We have to have something extreme, in this bull run to happen. So, anyways, let's move on to Bitcoin. Weekly time frame, doji candle. Let's see if we can pull ourselves back up above 97,000 by tonight. Now, we are only about $450 away, $460 away from this or so. And it's doable, guys. So we can make it there. That would be nice. That would be a little bit better than closing under this line. Now, on let's see, a daily time frame right now, we are getting resistance again right here at 97,000. So this is really, it's been support actually earlier in the week. Then we fell through, and now you can see this is just major resistance, guys. Now, the good thing is this wick is a little bit higher than yesterday. Yesterday, we didn't even really touch the line. We came within, I don't know, what, 20, 30, what, $70 maybe. Okay, it looks like about 60, $70. But we are making a little bit higher wick today, so that is good to see. But overall, guys, Bitcoin is just really consolidating. There's really nothing going on. I don't know why everybody is panicking, but you can see it's been inside this box almost forever, I mean, it's not as long as the 6 or 7 months that we had, last year, but, it's getting to the point where it feels like that. Everybody is waiting to make money that got in really early, like me, and it just feels like it's taken forever. I know it's depressing, guys. So let's move on to Ethereum now. Ethereum, again, we do kind of have some hope for inverse head and shoulders. We'll see. Now, like I said, the target of this inverse head and shoulders, if it were to play out, is up here at about 5,400. On my other PC, I do have like a $6,000 target. It just depends where you measure the neckline from. It's kind of hard to say because you do have a little bit different heights here for these few points. But overall, I think you can just measure it from basically this Fibonacci line right here. And yeah, 5,400 if we were going to be, I guess, conservative. But yeah, possibly up to 6,000, I would say. Now, I am not the biggest Ethereum fan, but Ethereum does, run the altcoin market pretty much. And we pretty much do what Ethereum does. And if it has a bad day, alts have a bad day. So let's hope for better days for Ethereum. Although I can say I'm not very bullish on Ethereum, never have been. Unfortunately, but yeah, it would be nice if Ethereum would get above this Fibonacci level here at about, what is it, about $100 above us. Probably not going to happen today, though. But in the past, I remember weekends where Sunday night we started to pump. So you just never know, guys. You can't count anything out. But yeah, so far I would say the inverse head and shoulders could play out. I would give it like a 40% shot, But I would say, this wick looks terrible. It went below the head. But hey, nothing is perfect when you look at patterns. Now, taking a look at the total market cap here, guys. It does look like it has now broken out. As of, I guess, last night. So last night, I think when I made the video, we were here on this red candle, and it did pump through. Now it looks like it might come back to retest this trend line to see if that wasn't a fake out, I guess. But so far, yeah, it's looking a little bit better. Now, if we take a look at the altcoin market cap, basically, this excludes Bitcoin, so it's basically the altcoin market cap. This broke out on the 8th, it was actually a couple of candles sooner than the total market cap with Bitcoin. So, yeah, you can see there's a little bit of a difference here, but so far, it is getting another pump, it looks like, to the upside. Not a pump, but it might pump. But 1.25 trillion will be resistance when it gets there. So let's see what happens. But so far, this looks better. And we can be, a little bit happier, I guess, those who hold altcoins. Now, the big thing here is dominance. It's really tricky. I can say, guys, I'm not sure what's going to happen. It keeps playing with us. When it doesn't look like something's going to happen, it happens, and, vice versa. So here we had a breakout, but it didn't meet the target, and we made an M pattern right here. If I expand this, you can see, guys, this is the M pattern, and basically the breakdown point is right here at we can say the neckline, and it should meet this target down here at about 61.15. So far, it hasn't met that. It did have quite a candle throughout the night. And then, it did get a couple of greener candles, but it is seeing a red candle right now. So maybe this was a fake out, guys. And maybe we will just go to the downside now. I really hope so, because my alts are suffering. And it's really just kind of sad to see some alts go back to basically where they were before, or very close to where they were before, guys. And yeah, so this is what I have for, the dominance. Let's see what happens. I put an update this morning in my channel. I made a post, guys. But yeah, this, it looks like it wants to go to the downside. Even though we got a couple of green candles here, I think that is probably it. And this will continue down. That's my guess. But I can be wrong, of course. Now, liquidation heat map. A lot of shorts getting liquidated here. But it's pretty tame. Only 130 million have been wrecked in the last 24 hours. So not too bad, guys. Now, taking a look at the monthly returns. We are 5.62% down for February so far. But I think this is going to radically change by the end of the month. So I wouldn't worry too much about this. But, it's possible we could have a third red month, but I doubt it. Anyways, the altcoin season index is getting better. We were at a 39 yesterday. I think on the 7th. Okay, 2 days ago we were at a 39. Now we're starting to bounce up. I would like to see us get above these two peaks here because that was always my theory, that we would kind of maintain that for the most part. And for the most part, we have. But we have had some dips under. And yeah, so it is looking a little bit better. Now, fear and greed, guys, it's at a 46. We did come up from a 44 yesterday. So, we are starting to get a little bit more greedy, but not too quickly. So that's okay. Now, taking a look at the bull market peak indicators, guys, still, there is 0 from 30 that have been hit. I don't know why this doesn't show any data. It just showed some data. Okay, here we go. But yeah, it's 100% hold now at the moment, guys. Now, if I go to the Pi cycle top indicator, as you see here, if I zoom in, we're still quite far away, guys. Don't worry. So, anyways, if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, share this with your friends, become a member of the channel, guys. I really need some, support here, and I would appreciate it. And anyways, guys, thanks a lot, and I will keep making these videos for you, and see you in the next one.